Nice. Easy ways to become healthier. What I was going to describe was how if when you go shopping into a supermarket, you always want to stay on the perimeter, right? Because that's where all the fresh stuff is. That's where the eggs, the milk, the fresh produce, that's where they're all. As you get closer to the middle, it gets worse. You've got processed foods, you've got white flour, you've got stuff that's meant to last a long time, which is not natural. Sorry? Oh, I thought someone had a question. So, fresh is best. If it spoils quickly, it's probably good for you. That means, in other words, bacteria, if bacteria like it, it's probably good for you. If bacteria don't like it, it's probably not good for you. Because bacteria are living organisms too. And as well as other like fungi and other things. So if food spoils quickly, it's in most cases it's good for you. And next please. Okay, so this has to do with what goes on in many rural areas. What goes on with the drinking water? This is a huge, huge deal. The drinking water isn't tested in all areas, like it is in, let's say, Tucson, where it's tested everywhere. But the most important thing you can do, you can shower with your water, that's fine, it's not going to go in your body. But when you put into your body, is very important. And filtering water removes arsenic. It removes who knows what is in the water because it hasn't been tested properly. So the easiest thing to do, well, there's two ways you can do. You can buy bottled water. I don't like that because of a couple reasons. You're wasting plastic, right? You've got all this plastic built up, and you know it's just a waste. If you have your own filter, it's more expensive too. It's more expensive to buy bottled water when you do a cost analysis of it. It's more expensive. But if you have a filter, it's an investment. So you'll pay, I don't know, $20, $30 for something like this. But you'll get out of this, you will get gallons and gallons and gallons. You'll get, I don't know, 100 gallons of water out of this. So it's an investment. And this goes for coffee, tea, everything. Whatever's going to go in your mouth, whatever water's going to go in your mouth, filter it, please. I do this in Tucson. I do this anywhere. Next slide, please. Yeah.
Is it better to get like the filtered containers like that, or to get one that attaches to the?
They're both the same.
Faucet? I mean,
the one I have at my house, I have the one that flips up when you want it to be filtered, and the one that flips down when you just want regular water because it's more efficient than to pour. I just think it's more efficient. But the filter itself is the same exact filter. Okay. Good question. Yeah.
So do you use your regular tap water in that container?
I take tap water. You can back up. So you can take tap water. You put it through here. It goes down. Good water.
That little white thing is a filter, a carbon filter.
Right. Sorry. So this is a filter. So it sits up here, and then eventually, slowly comes down here, and you've got filtered water. No heavy metals for the most part. No organic chemicals, which can be scary as well for many reasons. So, yes.
What about like bottled water? Because I know like a couple months ago they had a report saying that bottled water is kind of bad too.
Okay, that's a great question, and that has to do with the next slide.
For where can you purchase this? Anywhere?
Oh,
Any
oh,
purchase
sorry,
store?
back up, please. These,
Mhm.
Walmart,
So you
Walgreens.
purchase just the filter?
No, that
what I-
It has a special picture, and then you refill the filter every month.
There are two main kinds. There's one that sits in your fridge, and it's just like this, and it's about a gallon size, and you put your water in, and 15 or not even that, like 5 minutes later, this is full of water that you can drink. That's the first type. The second type is the one that Scott was talking about, and that's the flip down. So you got a sink, right? And it's got a faucet coming out of it, and you hook up something that basically stops the water from you can either have regular tap water, or you turn the filter so it actually goes down. So the filter is turned down, and the water is diverted. So the water's not going through the tap. It's not tap water anymore. It's going through the filter, and now the filter actually goes. Normally it sits like this, right? And then when you want the filter to filter the water, it's turned up, and so the water goes up, and it goes through the filter, and now it spouts out pure water. So that's the second option. But your question about plastic is on the next slide. So, if anyone has any plastic things,
Yeah, these cups are
there's
plastic taken out of.
tons of plastic things everywhere. Look underneath.
Probably the 7.
What's the number on the bottom of the red ones?
That's
It's a bad
What's
one.
that?
you're drinking
It's a
bad.
6, yeah.
It's a 6.
It's a 6.
Not so bad. Not so bad. It depends what you're doing. If you're heating it in the microwave, none of these. Absolutely none of those. Especially this one.
Is it because of the
No.
the heat?
The heat,
That's
exactly. The
radiation?
heat brings out the bad stuff.
Well, then what about if you put hot coffee or something?
Hot coffee and this.
Yes.
This is not so bad,
Okay.
right? The research on this is not that conclusive. The research on this is very conclusive. And if you look in your cup and it says, it's mostly those Nalgene bottles, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the hiking bottles, that you got the big scoop cap. I have one, but I'll pass it around. So you guys have seen these types of bottles before, yeah? This is Nalgene. So Nalgene now makes a new bottle that says it has a 7 on it. Because it's a blend. But if it says PC, so it'll say 7, and it'll say PC, which stands for polycarbonate. Polycarbonate is, in my opinion, responsible for the reason why women are maturing earlier and earlier. Has anyone had experience with this or heard about this? Women are starting to mature. Develop, yes, earlier and earlier. In my opinion, it's because of that guy right there, and it says BC next to it. So this is, I guess, part of the first show and tell. Look on the bottom of mine. This is an Nalgene bottle, but it's a tube. So it's good. Diet is one half. Exercise is the other half. Outside is nice. We live in a beautiful area. There is no reason why you shouldn't be outside. And many of you know, like, I've lived in many places, and this place is beautiful. So outside is nice. So this is kind of an order of stuff that keeps you inside. I'm talking about children. Anyway, stuff that keeps you inside.